From the moment Han Li stepped into the demon realm, who could have imagined that this seemingly ordinary human cultivator possessed a treasure so coveted even by the Immortal Realm, a small green bottle he used daily for watering his plants. Initially, Han Li himself was unaware that this casually acquired, long-time companion contained the legendary dew of creation. In the Immortal Realm, this dew was a sacred object so coveted that countless powerful beings would fight tooth and nail for a single drop. It was said to contain the power of creation itself, capable of reviving the dead, healing the wounded, and even enlightening the spirit and awakening the mind. The Nvana ancestor of the demon realm, who had lived for hundreds of thousands of years, exhausted his entire lifespan and all his energy, yet only managed to accumulate a single drop, treasuring it as if it were his lifeblood. But Han Li, the old demon, had more of this treasure than he could ever use. He not only used it daily to irrigate his spiritual herbs, but it also became his trump card in crucial moments, even unexpectedly winning over a powerful Mahayana stage henchman. All of this began with Han Li's decision to venture into the demon realm's cleansing pool. Seeking the great Tao, Han Li resolved to risk entering the cleansing pool to reshape his physical body, thereby increasing his chances of advancing to the Mahayana stage. This cleansing pool was a rare spiritual spring in the demon realm, its waters formed from the fusion of pure demonic essence and the spiritual energy of heaven and earth. Ordinary demons didn't even have the right to approach it, let alone enter for baptism. Han Li obtained this opportunity entirely through a deal with two of the demon realm's progenitors, the Yuan Yang Saint Ancestor and the Bao Hua Saint Ancestor. When he emerged from the pool, his aura had undergone a dramatic transformation. His already refined spiritual power, cleansed by the pool water, became even sharper and purer, and the strength of his divine sense and the resilience of his physical body directly leaped to a level comparable to an ordinary Mahayana cultivator. At this moment, Han Li was truly only one step away from the Mahayana realm, a dream for countless cultivators. However, danger often arrives unexpectedly. As Han Li stepped out of the cleansing spirit pool, he saw Yuan Yang and Bao Hua, two powerful figures from the demon realm, already waiting outside. These two ancestral figures, who had lived for hundreds of thousands of years, had come in person, naturally with ill intentions. Their gazes, sharp as knives, were fixed on Han Li, or more precisely, on the two celestial herbs in his storage pouch, the demon refining grass and the silver lotus pod. The demon refining grass was a life-extending treasure for Yuan Yang. He had spent hundreds of thousands of years and used countless rare and precious materials to try and cultivate this herb, but had never succeeded. How could he not be envious of the perfectly grown plant in Han Li's hands? The silver lotus pod held even greater significance for Bao Hua. Back then, as a patriarch of the demon realm, she was infinitely glorious, but was betrayed and severely injured by her close friend, the Six Extreme Saint Ancestor, and forced to hide in the spirit realm for tens of thousands of years, hesitant to return to the demon realm. Only the miraculous medicinal power of the silver lotus pod could help her recover her peak cultivation and avenge her humiliation. Facing the two menacing progenitors, Han Li, only at the integration stage, remained remarkably calm. He handed over the two wooden boxes containing spiritual herbs as agreed, but secretly laid down an intricate divine sense restriction. The restriction would only automatically dissipate if he safely left the Thunder Pool's range. If the other party harbored ill intentions, he would immediately detonate the restriction, reducing the two treasures to ashes. This countermeasure infuriated Yuan Yang and Bao Hua, their faces turning ashen. Having dominated the demon realm for hundreds of thousands of years, they had never been so easily manipulated. But looking at the coveted spiritual herbs in their hands, the two progenitors could only suppress their anger, watching helplessly as Han Li unfurled his wind and thunder wings, transforming into a streak of light and flying away, leaving them clutching the wooden boxes, trembling with rage but daring not to pursue him. Like the mantis stalking the cicada, unaware of the oriole behind. Just when Han Li thought he was temporarily out of danger, the third demon realm progenitor, the Nvana Saint Ancestor, quietly appeared. He had already observed everything from the shadows, and seeing Yuan Yang and Bao Hua helplessly manipulated by a junior human, he couldn't help but burst into laughter. In Nvana's view, Han Li must be hiding more secrets, worthy of his personal intervention. However, Nvana's true body was still seriously injured, and what had come here was merely an avatar, lacking the strength to directly confront Han Li wielding the Xian Tian Zhonling sword. Therefore, he set his sights on the depths of the Thunder Pool, where a special being slumbered, having waited there for millions of years, a giant golden crab. Nvana took out his treasure drop of diluted heaven-reaching creation dew and respectfully offered it to the crab. An incredible scene unfolded. The previously lifeless crab slowly opened its eyes, its voice booming like a bell. "This liquid is still acceptable. I can use my full power twice for you." Having received this promise, Nvana immediately pointed in the direction Han Li had fled. The golden crab flashed, instantly traversing space to appear behind Han Li, its massive pincers clamping down with earth-shattering power. Han Li had no time to react before his body snapped in two. The Nvana avatar was about to rejoice when it discovered the corpse rapidly turning into wood chips. It turned out this was merely a carefully crafted tribulation transformation puppet that had taken the fatal blow for him. Han Li himself used the shockwave from the puppet's self-destruction to conceal himself, narrowly escaping death. However, the crisis was far from over. Sensing that its target was not destroyed, the golden giant crab sent a divine message. The previous attack had only used 50% of its power. It would now unleash its 12th level of divine power to completely annihilate the target. If 50% power was enough to kill the tribulation transformation puppet, the power of the 12th level of divine power was unimaginable. With nowhere to retreat, Han Li held back, instantly unleashing the Nvana Saint Ancestor's unique divine power, Nvana Double Transformation. This technique was a supreme secret art of the demon realm, which Han Li had learned by chance and kept as a trump card. Wielding the Xian Qian Zhonling sword, he poured all his magical power and divine sense into the blade, slashing fiercely at the golden giant crab. This scene left Nvana's avatar dumbfounded. How could a human cultivator possess his secret technique? The deafening roar of the sword light colliding with the crab's claws reverberated throughout the thunder pool. Han Li barely managed to withstand the attack, but his meridians were already damaged, and his magical power was exhausted. He was powerless to continue fighting. At the critical moment, a flash of inspiration struck him, and he instantly teleported above the giant crab, taking out the unremarkable little green bottle and gently dripping a drop of spiritual liquid. Nvana scoffed at this, assuming it was just ordinary spiritual liquid. But the golden giant crab's reaction surprised everyone. It sensed the incomparably pure power of creation within the drop of spiritual liquid, and its attitude immediately changed 180 degrees. Its 8 legs slightly bent, displaying a respectful demeanor. "This offering meets the requirements. I can use my full power to attack you 3 times. Han Li was shocked, finally realizing what he had been using daily was actually a more refined version of the heavenly creation dew than Nvana's. The situation instantly reversed. The golden crab, which had been Nvana's trump card just moments before, had now betrayed him. With just 2 strikes, Nvana's avatar was shattered into countless fragments. Not even its remnant soul could escape. The crab then told Han Li that the remaining strike could be stored for later use, but it couldn't leave the Thunder Pool's area. Han Li needed to lure the enemy there before it could strike. After the dust settled, Han Li finally learned the whole truth from the crab. This golden crab wasn't a living creature, but a true spirit puppet crafted by a Mahayana cultivator from the Immortal Realm, tasked with guarding the Thunder Pool for over 1,000,000 years, waiting for a destined person who could offer a high concentration of heavenly creation dew. That spiritual dew was not only a sacrifice, but also the only key to activating and controlling this puppet. Han Li looked down at the small green bottle in his hand, overwhelmed with emotion. His casual act of watering flowers and tending plants inadvertently granted him power coveted even by the demon realm's progenitor. The dew in the bottle was the greatest fortune on his path of cultivation. From this moment on, Han Li, though only at the late stage of the integration realm, already possessed the power to instill fear in the entire demon realm. Even when facing the high-ranking Mahayana ancestors of the spirit realm, he could command their respectful bows and polite greetings before taking his leave. A new legend was quietly unfolding. And the golden crab, slumbering for millions of years, would become Han Li's most unexpected guardian on his journey to the Great Tao. The demon realm's turmoil was stirred once more by one person and one bottle. And the true secrets of that colossal dew of creation might only be beginning to be revealed.